Right, so the country's been lashed by violent storms and winds. Obviously torrential rain up and down. Fully appreciate damage to property and everything else. It's quite terrible. So it only seemed wise to actually come out and do a camping trip, as you do. So yeah, no cold, no illnesses this time. Back on the moor. Obviously it's autumn. Beautiful colours up here. Thought we'd get a last blast in before the clocks change and it starts darker nights, and obviously all the leaves are gone. And for a change this time, I'm not using any army tents or anything like that. I'm actually in a tent. I'm camping in a tent because I got drenched, as you probably know, last time. And I'm in my Coleman avior, which is like a mountain tent, hooped tent I've had for a few years. Darren's picked exactly the same tent up on eBay, and Andy's brought the 3-man version. So we've got an avior campsite this weekend for a night. My new projector, my new Android projector, 125 lumen. I've brought my gimbal with a new bag, which I'll show you that in a bit. So yeah, lots of new kit to try out. Good camp. Hopefully the rain will stay off for the afternoon. It's supposed to be coming in the evening. But yeah, it should be fun. We're going to get the tarpage up now. You'll see a time lapse while we're putting it up. But yeah, see from last time, colours have changed significantly up here. It is blowing a gale, but we are quite sheltered in this spot. So even though it sounds terrible, it's not that bad. And we have checked around for widowmakers, so we should be quite safe. So yeah, catch you in a bit.
On this side, my beer holder.
Very nice, Darren. And this is all stitched by your fair hand.
Oh yeah.
And is this like a fishing chair then?
Yes. And then on this side of my DIY kit.
So you got your charger, your e-cig bag and your phone bag. Very good. And just Velcro's on.
And then at the end of the night I just unzip it and take it back into camp with me. Charge my phone up while I'm doing.
Mate, seriously, you could market this.
Look guys, so put my phone on charge.
Cable through. That's mint. There you go. You wouldn't think it, because in a past life, what were you, Mr. Fleming?
Well, I've been a tinker, a tailor, a soldier.
You've been a soldier.
Spied on a few people in my life, but not as a career.
Yes, he can sew professionally.
I know.
With an oak can. That's very nice, mate. I do like that. Excellent. Well done, mate. What's it like? Comfy?
Oh, it's a very comfy chair. I've used the chair before, but first time I've used it with all the attachments.
First beer with the attachments. What are we drinking? That looks posh.
It's a cheap Aldi lager. It's lovely.
Is it? Let's have a look.
Fantastic stuff. Taste of that.
Look at that.
It's like a craft lager.
Wow.
It's lovely.
It is very nice.
£2.79 for 4 tins from Aldi.
Very nice.
And there we go.
Right, I'm sitting in camp. I'm on my Zhiyun Smooth 4. It's all updated firmware and everything. I know a lot of people on the internet knock it. If you're not sure what that is, if you're obviously new to my channel, it is a gimbal. The lads have just gone down to the pub. I fell asleep for an hour because I was wrecked. And also, I'd put my tent up. You saw on the time lapse I put my tent up. I was closest to the fire, which means I'm going to get sparks in my tent, so I've had to move the lot. So I'm going to give you a quick tour around the camp. I'm going to swap the lenses around and give you a quick tour around the camp, show you what we're up to and what the crack is for tonight. Okay, hopefully a nice steady shot with me using the gimbal. And it is Avior City. These tents, this is Andy's 3-man. Made by Coleman, the Exponent range. I think they're about 5-6 years old now. Don't think you can buy them anymore. But yeah, Andy got the 3-man off eBay. And then this is mine, with an army basher in front of it. This is treading on the blade. Quite cosy in there. I'm impressed with that. I might actually use this a lot more over the winter because it's so light. So right, this is our camp. We've got a big tarp set up on the end because they forecast a 95% chance of rain later. As we're saying, got Andy's avior. This is the 3-man version. Mine. And all the colours on the trees are changing now. Leaves everywhere. There's acorns all over the floor. And this will be the last time I'll be up here, and there's leaves this year, 2018, on the trees. Another year camping, wild camping on the moor. I do love it up here. I've been coming up here now for, oh my goodness, I don't know, 20 years. And we have a lot of wood. We're going to have a big fire tonight. That is all dead. It's dead full. An old rotten tree that we found as well, so we've obviously cut nothing live down. There's Andy's tent underneath his tarp. It's the only thing with the side opening. When it rains, obviously you can get wet, so we put tarps up so we can cook underneath them. But it's still quite lush. It's quite thick up here, considering we're reaching the middle of October now. So that's camp. So apologies, I haven't done a video for quite a few weeks. I've been really busy with work, things to do. Some of you know my father's obviously still in a care home, he's still poorly. So I haven't really had much time. I've got lots of kit and things. I haven't brought the drone up because obviously far too windy. I need to do some more product reviews of things that I've brought. And obviously more outdoors camps. But yeah, I brought the Smooth 4 with me anyway. I've had this since it came out. I brought this the week it came out and I've only used it once before. But I quite like using these gimbals. I haven't been able to use my SJ Cam gimbal for a while because I broke my SJ7 Star. So I've sent it back to SJ Cam in Shenzhen, I think it is, in China, hopefully to get that fixed. Right, look at these. Death cap, are they? The emitter smell that flies love. And I believe they're poisonous, but some people in the world have used them as a form of hallucinogen, I believe. Not that I would want to try it, but yeah. Loads of them at this time of year. Quite beautiful, really. trying the face tracking on the Smooth 4, and yeah, it seems to be working. If I move, yay! That's pretty clever. I know it's not supposed to be as good as the DJI stuff, but I think that you can get these Smooth 4s now for about £110, something like that. Let's see where it picks me up. That's quite clever, as long as I don't move too fast. It's still got me. I'm in the glare of the light there. Let's move over here. Go dark. Right, it can't get me when I go into the dark, but it's got me again now. So, if I sit down, and it's lost me. I'm here. Face track, face track, face track, face track, face track. Come on, you stupid thing. Yeah, I'm down here. Face tracking doesn't work very well. I'm down here. Manually. Right, I'm back. Now it's got me again now. It started to rain. And apologies, obviously it's really windy. I fell asleep for an hour earlier and it absolutely howled the wind. But we're just in like a bit of a, and then we're on a hill, we're in a bit of a dip here. On the top of a hill, if you see what I mean. So we're really well protected. So Projector's going on tonight. So that'll be fun. Need to show you my new projector. I've been using a Coolux Q6. Anybody that's interested, for the last 3 years, whilst going out camping and in the air shows, and now I have this. This is a new one. Bought the case off Amazon. Got the projector off Amazon. Got the case. The remote, the cable and everything in, and then in here is the projector. Shiny, shiny. 125 lumens I think it is, and Android 7.1. I don't know if you can see that on the back. It has USB slot, TF card slot or micro SD, depending on what part of the world you come from. I've put a 32 gig in. Didn't like me 64 gig, even though it was a fast card. Power supply, it's one of the circular ones, so it's not micro USB, which is a shame, but it does come with a mains cable and then a USB power cable, because you can charge it while you're using it and it'll still charge to full, so you could use it for hours and hours if you wanted. It's got HDMI ports as well, power on the side, focusing wheel, little air vents underneath, battery I think is about 5,000 milliamp hours. You get 2 hours on a charge on it. It's by Yaufey. It's a Yaufey, and if you look at the reviews for Pico, DLP, I think they're called projectors, this comes up the best that you can get. It's built-in Bluetooth, so it'll connect straight to my Bluetooth speaker. I haven't got to bother with putting cables in or anything like that. So yeah, really, really clever piece of kit. We've got a couple of movies we're going to watch tonight. Might even try connecting my phone and go live on the internet so that I can get live TV on a 100-inch screen. It will do 120 inches, this projector, but 100-inch screen. Yeah, new toy for tonight. Very excited about using that. I'd say the case is quite nice. Got a little remote. It's got like mouse mode and so on. I have brought a little Bluetooth keyboard with me as well. So yeah, should be fun. And then, as I showed you all earlier, my Smooth 4. Those of you that own the Smooth 4 know it comes with quite a good case. It's like a plasticky polystyrene type of case. Fits it really well. But the problem with it is no carry straps or anything. The Smooth Q had a proper case with carry straps. So this was again off Amazon. little carry handle on it, proper strap for your shoulder, put the cables in, and it's great. Really is a cracking case. And those of you that got the Smooth 4, if you're using it, I heartily recommend this case. I will put the links below to everything from Amazon. If you do purchase it, obviously I get some reward, and the last couple of years I've been making videos. I must admit, I have actually made, through Amazon affiliation, I have made nothing. So there you go. Click if you want. If you don't, doesn't really matter. I haven't lost anything. I will gain something, but I haven't lost anything. So there you go. Quick product review on them all. I'm going to sit back and have a beer now. There's a face tracking. There you go. It's kind of getting me. It's kind of getting me. I'm going to can of hobgoblin from Aldi. Can of hobgoblin. That's what I'm on. Plus some flavoured ciders as well. So yeah, happy days. Catch you in a bit. I'm sitting here having a beer, and the trees in the distance again absolutely battered. Looked on the weather report this morning and we're right on the edge of a big swathe of rain going up the country. We're just missing it at the moment, even though this evening I think we're going to, like I said, 95% chance of rain. I'm not a betting man, but that's pretty good odds for rain. And I think it's going to be very wet when we pack camp up in the morning, and then I've got to walk all the way down and get my car, move my car, because I've had to park, I've had to walk up to where camp is and then move the car, so that'll be interesting. And it's starting to go dark now. I know you can't tell on the camera, it looks really bright out, but obviously cameras open up the iris and the ISO settings and alter it, but it is absolutely getting battered. I know you can hear it. I'm not getting much at all here in this bit of the camp, but we've checked the trees. There's no widowmakers. Famous last words. Those of you that don't know, they're called widowmakers because men are idiots and they go out camping in woods in storms and then trees fall on them and kill them. But you look into the treetops there. Absolutely, you can hear it. Bloody hell! It's like being in the eye of a hurricane here. Trees are going mental. Absolutely mental. What time is it? It is 6:15 in the evening. I think the lads will be back probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock, I'm not sure. And then we'll get a fire on. It's not cold, but it's nice to sit when you're camping and have a fire. Plenty of beer. We cook some sausage and rice for my evening meal. I've had a tin of soup earlier. So yeah, happy days. And I do love being in the tent when it rains, so I don't particularly mind the fact that it's going to pour down. I don't care. And should be a lot drier than I was last time, those of you that remember, in my gym and Flecton tent. It was actually an underwater tent. That's what it was like camping, underwater. So yeah, a lot better. So I'll get some footage of the fire and messing around camp this evening, and also obviously the new projector. I'll show you the screen. I'll carry on doing the review. Didn't mention it's actually got what's called auto keystone correction on it. So if you angle the camera, your image stays straight. On my old one, it didn't do that. You've got to have the camera at the same height as the screen. But with this, you can put the camera really quite you can put the projector, sorry, really quite low, and then it'll still up to 45 degrees auto keystone correction, which is brilliant. As you can see by the wobble, I'm not using the gimbal now, just handheld. So yeah, more footage to come later. The lads still aren't back, and I'm going to cook myself my tea. But there's one thing, the tents all have reflective strips on, so it looks brill at night. We've got our own Blackpool illuminations here. How cool.
Well, for the video record, as you
Right,
can
me
see,
and Darren are actually using the projector
boiled my water,
and we're watching our YouTube videos from when we were in Yorkshire, and we're actually streaming the video from my new Pico projector through my phone in 4G in the middle of nowhere, and we've got like a 100-inch screen. So, Oop North. So I just wanted to show. There's the projector. Darren's a little bit worse for wear, aren't you, Darren?
So we've got camp set up and we're cooking
It's
food and
a little
boiling
bit
water at the
wankered.
same time. That is ultra efficient.
Fire
Green
and
carbon
our
footprint.
huge screen.
Kiss it, baby. It's on the Cali
There you
Kettle
go.
Escapade. Water boiled, hot chocolate now.
How cool is
Inside
this?
the Life Adventure insulated mug. And now
Right, I'm inside the tent, all snugged up, very comfortable, and it's been a good night. Darren's a little bit wankered, to say the least. When they went to the pub they had about 3 pints, and I think he's drank most of a bottle of whiskey. But it's been a good night. We didn't watch a film in the end. We ended up watching some YouTube videos, as I showed you. One of the first videos we did back in 2011. Did the Snowdon one, and then one when we went to Richmond in Yorkshire, and then after that I didn't record anything for quite a few years, which is such a shame, because obviously it's all the memories that we missed. But it's been alright. It's been a good evening, good night. I've got my 360 camera with me, so I'll use that in the morning, do some 360 around camp. And it's quite unusual to actually be inside the tent. As you can see, I've got quite a long room, and it's quite cosy. I'm very comfy, and it's really mild, surprisingly mild. I can't get how warm it is. The wind's dropped. The rain's supposed to be coming in for about 6 o'clock in the morning, so I brought all my coffee making facilities and everything over and stuff for breakfast, so I can just literally open the side door and cook my breakfast in the morning. So yeah, it's been a good day, good evening, and hopefully it'll be a good night. See you tomorrow. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed, he bumped his head, he couldn't get up in the morning. Kettle's on. As you can see, it's absolutely yakking it down. I don't want to get out of my sleeping bag. It's a bit wet, mate, it's a bit wet. I'm just boiling my kettle. It's the beauty of side opening tents. You can actually lie in your sleeping bag, boil your kettle. Especially if you've got a little shelter over it. You think that's boiled there. Blue time. Cheers. Even though I doubt people can hear us above them. You know what I mean? Might have to use in the car. We're going to back up now. Done some 360 around the camp. And my trusty Media-Sphere 360. And it's wet. And horrible. I hate backing up in the wet. It's lovely. We've got to go get the car. 2 trips. Because we're not travelling light. Not exactly it. a light wild camp, is it, Darren? We like our luxuries. So I'll do goodbyes in the car. We're going to pack up. I doubt I'm going to bother doing any time lapse packing up, because it's only the reverse of what you saw at the start of the film. Right, that's the moor trip all done. Just dropped Darren off. Mr. Witherow back at his house. I'm going to be heading off home now. It was a bit damp this morning, but it could have been a lot worse. Very windy yesterday, but cracking. It was really warm for the time of year, considering like we're like virtually in the middle of October now. Cracking. And as I said on the video, it's nice to get a bit of footage before we lose all the leaves on the trees, because the next footage I get up the moor will probably be snowy or icy, and certainly bare, which I don't mind at the end of the day. But yeah, great fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. Tried to put loads of little reviews and bits and bobs in this one, so probably quite a long video. For that I apologise, but again, it has to be to fit everything in. Thank you very much for all my new subscribers lately. Much appreciated, especially all the chaps at work. Really, really good. Thank you for all the comments, positive and otherwise. Really don't mind, always appreciate a comment. If it's your first time, please consider clicking below and subscribing, which would be nice. Any suggestions for future videos, very good. We've got a plan at the moment, me and Darren, to do a video, a part 2 of something that we did back in 2011. It's one of the first videos that I posted on YouTube, so I urge you to go and look at that one. It was our hammock trip up Snowdon. Technology's moved on, we're a bit older, less fit, but we're going to try do it again very soon. So thank you very much. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.